Wes Craven's New Nightmare, A Nightmare on Elm Street 7, New Nightmare or simply New Nightmare, is a 1994 American meta-slasher film written and directed by Wes Craven, the creator of 1984's A Nightmare on Elm Street. A standalone film and the seventh installment in the A Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, it is not part of the same continuity as previous films, instead portraying Freddy Krueger as a fictional movie villain who invades the real world and haunts the cast and crew involved in the making of the films about him. In the film, Freddy is depicted as closer to what Craven originally intended, being much more menacing and much less comical, with an updated attire and appearance. New Nightmare was released on October 14, 1994, grossing $19.8 million at the box office on a budget of $8 million, making it the poorest performing film in the Nightmare series. However, it received positive reviews from film critics, which led to a continuation of the franchise in 2003, Freddy vs. Jason, which was a crossover with the Friday the 13th franchise, and is set in the same continuity as the other Nightmare films.
More blood. Great. And Jeffrey, jam it on there just like Freddy would. Good. Cut.
Claw look like Mother Teresa's mitten.
You better thank them. They're very sensitive. Come on. Only make believe. Take it apart, pull it out, and insulate them with some styro.
Daddy? You're in
Might
the
as
next
well
shot.
be, Dylan. Fuck! Cover, where is it?
Where the hell is it? Come on!
What is that?
Car alarm. You okay, Chief?
No.
Guys? It's a scratch. Ring on it. Don't worry about it.
Tech have confirmed that this morning's aftershock was indeed.
Do we have to watch that?
Turn it off.
Officials say that this is normal following a.
If it's not arts and crafts.
Grr.
What?
You going away?
Just for a few hours. Julie will be.
What is bothering you?
I think 5 earthquakes in 3 weeks is.
Good sign. 2 full weeks without him. Maybe got hit by it. Oh, it's just the earthquake. Gotta get back on the horse sometime. Look, you wanna... I don't. It doesn't mean that it can't be over.
Oh, it was nothing. It was. And Terry got hurt. And
Heather, you were probably half awake. Look, if you don't want me to go on this job, I won't. Soap bubbles for a detergent commercial, don't you?
I guess so.
You guessed. Knock him dead.
Coming.
Hey. Boy opened the door. You know, it's life on the fault line. Hey, Tiger. Seems okay. Are you sure that's all that's wrong?
You know I'm out front.
I just have this weird feeling today.
Sorry. You know, I just meant from the shaker this morning. I mean, everybody's freaked out about answer it.
We are going to be late.
Dylan, I gotta go.
Fridge, right?
You just give them the time they called, and then they're keeping this list.
You played that girl? And that's what I love about this job. I get to meet the stars. Girlfriend's cut open and dragged across the ceiling.
Look, Freddy. Heather, look, we gotta go. So, Heather, we're approaching the 10th anniversary of this home recently.
Well, I don't know if it really has, Sam. A lot more time with my husband and my little boy.
That's right, you have a little boy. What's his name?
No, not really.
I mean, would you let him see one of your movies?
My son?
Freddy really dead?
Of course he is. Freddy's dead. I don't know.
You know what? Why don't we ask him how he'd feel about it?
Lunch! Just when you thought it was safe! I'm back and I'll be my children now!
Bye-bye.
I don't know why you didn't tell me that.
Come on, they love the expression on your face. Capitation or two?
There's a call for you.
How are you?
Hi, Sarah. How are you? This is a voice from the past.
Bob would love to talk to you.
Well, sure. When?
No time like...
Here to see you, Bob Shay. Was Bob expecting you?
Heather, can I get you something to drink? Coffee,
Black?
Black.
Anyhow, I'll give you a call when I... Hey, listen, man, I got... Boy, do you look great, Heather. How are you? Come by today. Ah, thanks, Kim.
I thought you killed Freddy off.
Well, anyhow, a few weeks ago, I got a call from Wes, and he pitched me this really exciting idea. He actually told me he hadn't called me in the last 10 years because he hadn't had any...
Which means he's having nightmares again.
Well, he's very excited about...
I don't know, Bob. I'm flattered.
Oh, come on, Heather. Kids love horror.
No, it's
Table for
not
you.
bad. Look, I have a fan.
Heather, really... Okay, I know. We asked him to kind of keep...
Wes been working on this script.
A couple months.
Weird phone calls. Answer your phone, Bob.
Come on, that's people we pay around.
What is going on? You didn't let him watch the movie on TV, did you? Honey, are you okay? He did. Rex is not going to die. I promise.
We'll do an operation, okay?
Either Chuck or Terry came in today. Why? What's the matter? Okay. What's going on with Dylan?
Acting very strangely. Like somebody. Like Freddy.
Working on a new glove.
Then why aren't Chuck and Terry at work today?
Forget. Okay. What's up, Jay? My kid's sick. I gotta fly.
Would enkindle a fire. We will bake cookies first, she said. I've heated to shut the door and bake her when she was inside. Dylan, this is so...
This story.
The witch rushing up to the oven. The opening is big enough. See, I can fit shut and bolting it tight. The witch howled.
Ran to her brother, fast she couldn't, flung open the door. Hansel, Hansel, she cried. Say how they find their way back home.
Tomorrow night. You know as well as I do. They follow the trail of breadcrumbs back to their house.
What is that?
He wants to come up while we sleep. They keep me.
Look. Keep tight.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Right.
Come on. That's me, the spotlight.
Mommy's scared. Rex woke me up. He was fighting.
Yes.
I'm afraid there was an accident.
Is he hurt?
I'm afraid it's worse than that, ma'am.
Is he dead? Are you sure it's him?
We have his facts.
I want to see it from his.
Sorry. Just sign here at the bottom, that's all we need.
More, please.
Being in, well, exactly top shape. Well, that's why we don't lift the sheet past the face, ma'am.
God, though the earth be moved, and though the hills, though the mountains shake at the tempest of the same,
He's all right. You got knocked off your feet. You got a pretty good bump, actually.
Mommy, I can't sleep there.
Honey, you had that. Did you hear that on that movie? Did you answer the... in your bed?
Under my covers.
What is that? Dylan! Daddy's in heaven.
Die to see God?
I don't think so. And reach out. I honestly don't know, honey.
I think that only happens. And I'll make sure.
Bizarre. But it's usually so normal and well-adjusted.
Well, it is denial. I don't think that's the case here.
Doing that to help a crazy friend cope, are you? I don't know. That grave feels pretty crazy, and then jumping in.
You didn't jump in.
That's it's in my family, you know.
What is? The whole world would be one big loony bin.
I never mentioned that to him.
Kids know. Kids know when something's bugging on.
He's a man.
Sonny Bono, after a while, began seeing his stalker down in the kitchen again. I mean, it gets under your skin.
I really think Dylan's okay.
Dylan's fine. You're fine.
Whatever madness is in my family, I have. I've passed it on to Dylan.
You all right?
Oh,
Are you okay?
God.
Huh? Are you sure? Does anything hurt?
Yeah.
Robert.
Oh, listen, the SOB probably read about the funeral in the papers or something.
Freddy nightmares.
Wait a second. Now, let me get this straight. You're having...
He's
darker.
pretty damn good guess. Anyway, whatever.
At least that's what he told me.
Well, when is it gonna be done?
The way he's... As far as Dylan trying to reach God, whatever.
You've been having nightmares?
Actually, today's no good. There's...
And meanwhile, Robert, take care, okay?
Three eyes, describe your crucifix.
Dylan, don't sing that song. Dylan.
Never sleep.
Yes. No. Diabetes?
The horror stuff.
His father just passed away.
Child over the edge.
Unstable.
Absolutely.
Well, like what?
Sometimes. Don't lose it. Schizophrenia.
Whatever it is that's after you, and you gotta come back to me. Feel safe. Well, Rex is at home.
Home.
Home. Home. That's right out there. Past the freeway is our home. Home to Rex.
Sleep. 2. He's going to be fine. He's going to do some tests, and then you can come back.
Dama's here.
Don't lose it now.
The most were too faint for us to feel. 7 have shaken our community.
We're out of town right now. You can leave a message if you wish, but...
I dream a scene at night. I write it down in the morning. Beyond, I can tell you what the nightmare is about so far. It's about this different times. About the only thing about it that stays the same as what it looks
About right, Wes?
Yeah, well, captured sometimes.
Captured? How?
For a while, it's held prisoner in the story.
Like the genie in the bottle.
Or somebody waters it down to make it an easier sell, you know, or maybe
You're saying Freddy. This is ancient thing.
it's serious, but now that the films have ended.
In your script. Where's he gonna go?
Well, see, he's sort of gotten used to being Freddy now, and,
Isn't there somebody who can stop?
somebody that Freddy has to get by before he can come through into our world. Well, dramatically speaking, it makes perfect sense. You played Nancy after. So, in order to get out, he's got to come through you. And
Did you know? Wes.
now, I swear to you, I'm going to stay by this computer and keep writing until I finish the script. Whether or not you're willing to play Nancy one last time.
Patient. Behavior.
I'm sleepy.
The child might report
Rex
being
woke
in a
me up.
As in me?
No, it isn't.
The World of Terrence Feinstein and Charles Wilson, 2 special effects morning. These are speculating the murders were the result of a botched theft, which
It's me.
Ow!
Lady, you must understand. No, I told you, and I can't let you see him.
Heather. I had to come and see him.
I'm afraid there are no evening visiting hours in intensive care.
Heather.
Since we've had... How did you get them?
It happened in the earthquake.
If these had been a... But these look quite fresh.
They are. It happened.
Guess we lucked out of a man. Someone he thinks is going to come out of his bed.
I forgot to bring his dinosaur Rex. He keeps...
Freddy Krueger with the claws. You have let your child see your films, haven't you? Well, interesting talking with you, Miss Langenkamp.
Almost there.
Keep her right there.
We can't hold him much longer, Doctor.
The book is full of something I don't like. Let's get him over.
He's got my baby! Who? Freddy!
Freddy? Who? Jess, you go home and get some rest. Your son is fine. You look so exhausted. Frankly, we didn't want to wake you.
Everything's not fine.
Security code yellow. Security code yellow.
Through your past.
It's all right. Miss Langenkamp.
Where is he?
Just
He's suffering from acute sleep deprivation. I don't think she ever lets him get it.
Oh. Are you okay, champ?
Miko.
I'm afraid Dylan should stay here until we... Good.
You know that home isn't far from here, right?
Right across the freeway. Hurry up, please. I'm sleepy.
When he gets back, whatever you do, don't fall.
Here. Your hair's turning gray.
Excuse me, miss.
Do you mind? What the hell is this?
Just a quick... Well, we've had an exciting day, haven't we, Miss...
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shot to see that he got some sleep.
No, his mother specifically said...
He'll be asleep in no time. Would you?
Well, I know what's in there.
Miss Langenkamp.
What are you asking?
Please, don't take it wrong. Have you been suffering from any delusional events, Miss Langenkamp? Freddy Krueger.
Milo, did you get those keys down here?
There are drugs and treatments. Miss Langenkamp. Run some tests on you. Just keep your eyes open. Do that for me, okay? What's the matter?
You don't understand. If Dylan falls asleep...
In the cat.
Wait.
Where's my...
Leroy. No way he's going anywhere. He's been heavily sedated.
Shit! John, it's Heather. I need your help. Sounds so crazy, but...
You're right, that sounds crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, Dylan, oh God. Fred Krueger did it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, Dylan, oh God. Fred Krueger did it.
He'll be all right.
I'll be right back.
What the hell is going on, Ned?
John, who plays Freddy?
Freddy who?
Freddy Krueger.
Don't start losing it like your mother did. Get yourself some breakfast.
And I want you to be...
Yeah, sure.
Say how they find their way back home.
The more she realized what she had in her hands was not these pages. Dylan! Oh, please. Oh.
Gotcha! Ah! For you!
And his mother covered him with kisses, and they were safe.
We open is revealed as a gleaming set of claws, and lays one trembling hand flat upon the table, and with ready to laugh or scream in
Wes Craven's underrated Elm Street movies. Wes Craven's New Nightmare, 1994, is one of the best horror films of the 90s. Possibly the second best Elm Street entry. But in my opinion, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, 1988, is much better than this. I just love this film to death. I love this film because it is Wes Craven's direction debut. Wes Craven did write and directed this film. In this film, Freddy is depicted as closer to what Craven originally intended, being more menacing and less comical, with a greatly updated attire and appearance. The film is very scary and it does involve Freddy coming into a real world. Nancy Thompson, Heather Langenkamp, returns. This time Heather plays herself and she defeats the third time Freddy, but this time it is different than it was in the first film. I can always watch A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, 1988, and New Nightmare, and those three films just kick ass, and they are my favorite horror slasher films in the genre. I love this movie so much, mostly for the real-world setting and the return of the characters from the first movie. Heather Langenkamp is the essential leading lady for a horror franchise. One aspect of this film I really liked was how Robert Englund just played himself and Freddy was more of a demonic killer from hell. If you're looking for the scariest impersonation of Freddy, this is the one to watch. The story is about the original cast members of the first Freddy film being haunted by a real Freddy. This movie is so good it stands on its own. New Nightmare is a 10-year anniversary of Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984, which that also counts in this film and it is mentioned in here.